feel the excitement at Sugar Land Methodist? We are seeing lives touched and transformed by the gospel of Jesus Christ through our programs, ministries, and missions. Our goal is to be an irresistible influence in our community, expressing Christ's love for everyone. Every day, our surrounding community continues to grow, which presents us new opportunities to reach people for Christ. Join us as we continue to move forward in faith and imagine all that God can do through Sugar Land Methodist.
Music is one of those ministries where God has put something inside of you, and you need to find a place to share it. Whether it's the kind of thing that you do because you're really good at it, or it's the kind of thing you do just because you love to do it. Music cuts across all boundaries. There's always someone who wants to sing or they want to play, but it's all the arts. Maybe it's drama. You've just got a need to act, or you paint. But the biggest thing is you take whatever it is that God's put in your heart and you want to give it back to God. It's not about a concert. It's not about the music. The music's just what we have in common. What really is the focus is that it's about God. It's a chance to share with God what He's given with us, and hopefully share it with others.
I firmly believe God brought me back. I was raised in the church, kind of went off, and when life wasn't going very well, and I had that just deep, searching feeling, and was introduced to a Bible study, and found Sugar Land First United right after. So it's given me a home, a spiritual home where I can be myself and learn and make mistakes, and there are others that have more mature spiritual guidance for me, and I've kind of hung on to those people. And the way the church has impacted my life and my children's lives is it's taught me a way of living that I want to do, that glorifies God, that the church has kind of helped teach me the way I want to do this. It also it convinced me that the gifts and talents I had that I brushed off were really to glorify God, and that's where the church comes in and lets me kind of explore those things.
The children in today's society are at risk. Their moral foundation is set by age 9. So third graders, if they don't learn something by then, it's such a shame. And so the church is vital to these children, to these families. So we're here to not only give them a moral foundation, but to teach them about God's Word and God's love. The church's role is to equip a family overall. We have children coming in who it's a young family, and they may not have the knowledge or the background of God's Word. And so we need to equip them and to teach them how to bless their child, how to have a devotion at home, how to read the Bible as a group. It's very exciting when I see children who I saw as babies who move into the twos room, and then they've grown into the first graders. And then all of a sudden, they're in middle school. And I'm watching that as a volunteer perspective in the middle schoolers, seeing how they have grown and just matured, and how when they worship, they're worshiping with their whole heart. And it's just really amazing to watch that.
We had been to a church before, and it was just the same old church that you'd come to service, go home, and that was pretty much it. And then I remember when we moved over here and came to this church, you would just feel more at home and more together with people, and I think that links you more to God. I remember my first Ash Wednesday when I came. It was just my mom and I, because my sister had gone with her friend, and so we were sitting there, and I had never really been as attached to a sermon as that one. and I was just listening the whole way through, and it really just caught into my heart.
Well, I wasn't really raised in the church, and then through all the different outreach programs that it has, it found me, and it really radically changed my life. Through the park, I started upward basketball in first grade, and then park volleyball, and then along with Kim Yahweh in prime time, it just kind of, and so then my friends invited me to their Sunday school classes, and it was just like it was God working through this church to bring me closer to Him. This church has always been my family. I joined 2 years ago, and ever since then, it's just been a safe place to me. I've always felt welcome, and it's just that sense of community and togetherness that we all have.
First came to Christ in 2000. My friends are my fraternity brothers from college. And I was trying to reconcile with my ex-wife, and I needed a different group of friends. And I got into a adult Sunday school class through an outreach of the park. One of the guys there had got me to coach upward basketball, and he invited me to come to the Navigator Sunday school class. And my best friends in the world are in that class today. And I just felt that pull. I really felt it, that it was time for me to step up and do something for him for a change, because he had really reached out to me right after my divorce, and my life was really down in the dumps, and it was one of those pivotal moments where you see God's hand just perfectly on your life. And there's been a lot of struggles. My life was pretty rowdy when I was younger, and this church has stood by me, has supported me, guided me to people I needed to talk to, and I needed to talk to people about things that were affecting me in a negative way, and it just had my back in many ways. I've changed a lot, and I know I've changed a lot, and people have told me I've changed a lot, but to see it in somebody else is so interesting, because you see God working in their lives and changing them, and bringing out things in them that they didn't even know they had. It's really, really cool to see, and it just makes you want it for everybody. I want to see us have the facilities to accommodate the people, to give them what they need, so that this place becomes the center of their lives like it's the center of mine.
The church means to me, it's just a safe place to go and a place to come where you're not being constantly attacked, and it's just a safe place to find security and love, and just a support group that you won't find anywhere else. Well, the church, especially the youth, has really changed my life, and I was really going through a hard time, and it kind of saved me from going down with drugs and alcohol and really bad things, and it helped me to follow Christ and to fall in love with Him and become a servant instead of taking after desires of the world, and to learn what it really means to be servant-hearted.
I was probably about 5 when I started attending. We moved to Texas, and we were searching for churches and stuff, and my parents found that they liked this one the best, so I've been attending this church for quite a while. My best friends are at the church, and it's interesting when I meet other people, and they're like, well, how do you know each other? And we're like, through church, because we don't even go to the same school, and so everything that we've grown our relationship is through church, which is really cool, because then you know that God is in that relationship. It's just really nice to have those people there for you, no matter what, you know that you can come here and you don't always have to put on a fake smile, and you can be real, and people will accept you and comfort you and try to help you in any way they can. And this church is a part of who I am, because I don't think that I could be as strong of a person as I am today, or as excited to go off to college as I am today, without the people that were here to help me and help me grow. And I mean, I think everything would be different, and like I don't even know that I would be going off to Baylor right now if it was not for this church, just because of the firm foundation that they've set in me.